Hola a todos. Pues estamos aquí. Un juego que la verdad tenía ganas. No sé, cuando salió y tal, lo estuve viendo y tal y me gustó. Pero al final no acabé nunca pillándolo. El Gran Fall, por cierto, que no lo he dicho. Vale, es el nombre del juego. Pero está bastante... no sé. Yo lo vi y parecía gracioso. Parecía interesante. Estaba rebajado, me lo pillaba y vamos a ver qué tal va. Eh... va, venga, vamos. Que no se diga. Pero que este ni siquiera mira si está traducido al español. Quiero decir, hemos visto que sí, me refiero al volumen, a las voces. Que no tengo ganas de leer, la verdad. Tengo de muchos juegos de leer. A ver qué pasa.
Could you stand a
Mierda.
little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes.
Me sacar el esqueleto.
The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Y algo negro ahí, ¿no? Barba no era, ¿no? No. Sexo hombre, mujer. ¿Qué ajuste? Ah, vale, de que ya me lo. Eso me gusta. Voy a mentir. ¿Puedo girar? Sí. A ver. No. Me gusta más. Bueno. Tío, tanto me cuesta poner de cara y al otro. O sea, para no tener que girar esto, o sea, aquí la cara y otra cara al lado, pero que sea de espalda. Para un espejo detrás, solamente. ¿No hay pelos largos? ¿Largos? ¿De más? Vale, pues... Este me gusta más. Me gusta el este cayendo. Pues... Esto así. Hostia, esto es una puta bombilla, ¿no? Suelo poner... Negro capos... No, negro no me a mí. Castaño claro. Pero nunca suelo ponerlo así. Azul quiero. Vale. Vamos a ver. Vale, cuerpo a cuerpo. Vale, campo de pantalla. Para definir habilidad y iniciar el segundo estilo de juego. Esta fleta sí que podrá desbloquear las habilidades de otras clases. Ah, vale. Vale, que aunque cojas mago, puedes por ejemplo tirarte para el guerrero luego. Vale, esto es como distancia, ¿no? Y bueno, mago que... Vamos a ver si igual de fuego. Vamos a ver. Esto sea vida, ¿no? Punto de salud, sí. Agilidad... La presión quita daño y daño a armadura. Vale, con daño y penetración. La de furia, eso no sé lo que es. Vale, tenemos que ir a por esta, ¿no? Puntos de maná. Ah, pues nosotros tenemos uno, ¿no? Sí. Vale, vamos a hacer daño. Más que... No, ¿esto era? Vale. Vale, eso hace que duren más tiempo los hechizos, ¿no? Acción de furia. Furia será como para tirar una ul... más tocho, me imagino. Bueno. Reduce ligeramente los precios del mercado. Eso me gusta. No debe que ayuda. Sigo. No sé si habrá compañeros, porque si compañeros ya podemos lo de siempre, ¿no? De que si me vino ya con un cerrajero. Ah, sí, eso, típico lugares. Muy fácil. Puedo pillar esto porque como voy con mi personaje principal, ¿sabes? Como lo más seguro, para pillar las cosas. Es que es lo que digo, no sé si luego voy a tener esto. A ver, consigues puntos, ¿no? Y tal, pero quiero ver cómo va. Aumenta la capacidad máxima de munición y más te permite generar y más lejano. Hostia, no, este. O sea, este, quiero decir, que no sé qué regeneración, pues regeneración. No sé, los demás me parecen basura los 12 de este. Este y luego esto más seguro tiraré. Pues vale. No me dejo
Just
ponerle el
a
nombre, ¿no?
few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please,
no,
I beg you.
prácticamente hecho.
Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Quiero decir, si lo único que hace cuando... Si la subirá un poco. Misión principal, misión secundaria. Vale, lo principal y no hay nada más. Que realmente lo que hacen con eso es pillarte lo que es un poquitín, lo que es el contorno y tal, y luego ya lo hacen ellos solos. Que si eso de... ¿Puedo hablar?
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
No. Imagino que tendré que bajar, ¿no? Aquí el combate, ¿no?
Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious Master of Arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection! I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
A ver cómo el
Fight
combate.
with honor!
Pues soy mago, así que es que tengo mucho, ¿no? Haga 3 veces, pero ¿cómo va? Vale. Esto como lo que ¿no? Coño. Vale, espérate. Vale. Vale, eso es fácil, parece. Vale, esto es para fijar. Oye, el escudo no gasta maná, ¿verdad? Hostia. Oh, vale, gasta... No tengo base.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper Master of Arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Hombre, si es otra vez lo mismo, paso.
No. Thanks all the same. I have quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, Visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the
sí, vamos a
contrary,
llevarnos bien.
I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very
Sí,
well.
lo suyo.
I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Vale, ¿puedo pegar? Lo de bloqueo me imagino que lo que hay encima de la vida, o sea, los objetivos esos, será que sigan recargando, ¿no? Porque si no te pueden hacer así, está rotísimo. Vale, aquí. ¿Este es el mercader? Tienes pinta de mercader. Porque imagino que ahí no puede comprar nada.
What is this?
¿Qué le pasa?
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
¿Una monica?
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Vale. Hecho. Tengo un sombrerito ahora. Nunca me han gustado ese tipo de sombrero, la verdad.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs. near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Vale, sí, vale, vas con equipo, ¿no? Si este es melee, se nota. Uy, esto. Lo de sospechoso y sonrojo no me trae mucha confianza, este señor. No se cuenta con el cuerpo, vale. Pues mira el... Vale. Cantidad de ingredientes consumibles. No sé. Hostia, pues llevas tu propio séquito de mercenarios y esto es eso, el peso que tiene cada uno. No, vale, esto es el peso de lo que llevo. No, no es un hombre, sino el... Es muy todo el peso. Bandito, bronceado. Bueno. A ver.
Green blood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Vale, yo... Ah, vale, esto es para marcar el que tú quieres. Vamos, y pues estaba antes. Vale, entonces este señor era como tu guardaespaldas. No sé si os dijo antes en entrenamiento. Se ve bonito. No sé cómo se verá una vez subido, pero me gusta, así hecho oscuro. O sea, la ambientación oscura, deprimente, eso me encanta. No tan verde y tan bonito. A ver. Vale, si más o menos... Uy, eso. Un 3. Madre de Dios, ya empezamos. Ya empezamos a ir al mapa de mierda y no acabamos ni de empezar. Bueno, me imagino que habrá combate. Vamos a hacerlo más pobre, ¿no? Vale, eso me imagino que sea por la enfermedad, ¿no? Que tenía... Sí, porque esos están siendo quemados, eso me imagino que sea por la enfermedad. O sea, la enfermedad esta que dice que... Bueno, la que tiene la madre.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir Fredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
A ver...
The
Ah, eso
Bridge
es la isla,
Alliance has been on Tifredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language.
Nativos.
But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Va, entonces no vamos a explorar la isla, es decir, no vamos como para explorarla, sino ya la han encontrado, ¿no?
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Eso es bueno.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tifredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are, in fact, quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take
Bueno,
place.
lo diremos, me imagino.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Vale. Entonces ahora tenemos que ir a... Vamos a ir aquí antes de la principal. Vamos a hacer misiones secundarias un poco. explorar un poco todo esto. Vale, eso es un mercader. A ver si me imagino que de nada, ¿no?
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
A ver. Viejo ciego. Vale, me puedo comprar a él. Vale, pero no tengo dinero, ¿no? No. Esto es si es, me imagino esa resistencia, ¿no? Al aturdimiento, ¿no? Esto es qué. No, te puedo decir ahí.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Lo que pasa es que no sé bien. Bueno, me imagino que podré cambiar de arma, o sea, melee.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything! Absolutely everything! Except the Malicor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Vale. Su carreta. Uy, ¿qué es eso? ¿Están muertos o...? Vale, sí, por aquí. Este país está cubierto de una letra pequeña y casi legible. Alimentos, asociación paciente y sin... ¿Cómo lo deja? A lo mejor nos ha mentido lo otro.
To my help, and death to the others!
Va.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things
No,
are
regenero,
about to
regenero,
get
aquí.
dicey.
¿No puedo cambiar de arma? Perfecto. Vale, me ha venido a aumentarme el daño. Me carga bastante bien la magia. Aquí no. Vale, habrá que volver ahí. A taberna me refiero. A ver. Pues es aquí, ¿no?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Vale, entonces hay que ir a la taberna, ¿no? Vale, está... Que no sé cómo cojones se les ha escapado teniendo a los dos enfrente. Pues iba a ser una persecución por las calles, pero bueno. Vamos a
Good
ver.
day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
A ver,
Has
se
the
lo hace, ¿no?
Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake.
Tú me
People stopped
recuerdas.
going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
I need to be
Vale.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Luego volveré porque parece cuando vamos a saltar de aquí. Vale, no está arriba. Buena.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
My lady, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You are under arrest.
How unjust.
Vale. Me gustaría que mi compañero fuera diciendo cosas. Ah, mira, perfecto. Eso me ha gustado.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Pero va viendo fracciones y todo ese tipo de cosas, me gusta.
He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you to hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Sube de nivel. Vale, no está mal. Ya me queda... Porque esto me imagino... Yo un comerciante. ¿Esto? A ver, este capítulo va a ser más lentillo, va a ser más de esto para ir viéndolo y tal. Va a ser mucho texto. A ver, este comerciante. Pero hay que desbarar la Lilith y todas esas cosas. A ver, este es el... Oh, vale.
The merchant is there. To my help.
Coño.
And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
¡Hostias! ¿Qué dices? Vale,
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
¡Joder! Tenía que haber guardado. Hostia, por favor, dime. Hostia, vale, que el pavo ese no vea. Es que no sé. El problema es que no sé cómo sacar las otras armas. Debería haber hecho el tutorial. Que me explicaría que había un botón para cambiar de arma. Vale, estamos. Vale, vale. Ahora ya aún tengo que aceptar la misión. Esto aquí, ¿no? Vale. Vale. Furia en la Q. Bloquear. Control izquierdo. ¿No? Vale, como si te pones a melee, ¿no? Oh, vale. Ah, vale, vale, que sí, que vale, vale, que tengo, ¿no? ¿Acá está algo? Vale, el dash, es bueno saber que tengo un dash. Pero lo que quiero saber es... Vale, no puedo... Vale. No, esto no. Se está ralentizando esto, no veas. Vale, pues no sé cómo sacar el arma secundaria. Vale, tengo que quitar de en medio... vale, sí, voy corriendo en medio. ¿Es esto? No, sí. Joder, vale, que atraviesa encima. Vale, no, mierda. No, me he quedado sin magia. Vale. No, cámbiame. Oh, vale. Me salió de ahí. Vale. Vamos a esperar a que se recargue esto. Hostia, es que no sé cómo sacar el problema. Vale. Pero el respawner otro, ¿no? Hostia, ¿en serio? Vale, espérate. Vale, si se reseta el agro se cura toda la vida. Me voy a meter para adentro entonces, ya para que se me recargue todo el maná. Hostia, esto es muy abusable, ¿eh? Como los enemigos son todos así... Sinceramente. Vale. Vale, eso que hace desequilibrar, ¿no? Vale, que no veo el otro. Vale. No, hombre, pero no me... No, por favor, yo.
Move away.
Ay, que doy un golpe... No, mierda. Ah. Hostias, que duran un huevo los cabrones estos. He de guardar justamente antes de entrar ahí. Me voy a quitar el tío del arcabuz, que eso hace demasiado daño. A ver si te saca media vida. Es que si supiera... Ah, tengo información detallada sobre los enemigos. Ya, pero... Ah, mira, coño, justo aquí. Perfecto. Voy full bien, me da rentadito morir.
To my help, and death to the others! You're running out of energy.
Sí, va, eso lo que hace es desequilibrarlo. Vale. Yo tenía que encargar a tu compañero. Bueno, ante el combate no me deja...
Move away.
Vale. Esa era como... Vale, esa es la Q que está ahí. Que es ataque como tocho. Ya, dame el arma. Tengo que aprender cómo es eso de cambiarme las armas. Vale, ¿hasta dónde estoy yendo? Vale, aquí. Munición. Vale, aquí las armas van por munición, eso me gusta. Si os soy sincero, me gusta. Vale, aquí está. A ver qué
Good day, my
falta.
lady. How might I be of service?
Está
You
jodido,
can
¿no?
start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, milady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Intuición no tengo.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. And I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice...
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
And so you're back, milady. Do you have our second payment with you?
Don't count on it. We shall return. See you soon.
Vale. Hay que hundirle el pecho a alguien. Me parece bien. ¿Es esta? No, vale. Por si acaso. No, ahí. Joder, digo, antes de que... Joder. Uy, ¿le hago daño cuando le bloqueo? Joder, tío, que no me jodas. Oh. Dios, no veas, ¿eh? Suena un difícil. Ay, bueno, no sé si puede bloquear el proyectil. Bueno, es que es jodido el proyectil, porque el golpe lo ves. Pero tienes que intuirlo más bien. Vale. No, he bloqueado ahí, coño. Vale, no, es que aunque esté... No, nada. ¿Eh? Pero tío. Joder. Vale, ya tira la huella, tomo por culo. No sé si eso se va recargando o qué. Me imagino que sí que se va pegando lo que se recargará. Dios, la que se va a liar aquí. El tío de arcabuz. Si me quito el tío de arcabuz, lo demás es esquivar y irle pegando. Pero tengo que aprender cómo cambiarme la maza. No, cámbiame. Joder, macho, el fijado es una mierda, Bueno, no hace tampoco tanto, solo de que se cubra. Vaya, ¿no? Ah, vale, que era el...
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Vale, que era el mercader.
Yes. Don't hit me anymore.
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, milady. I'll take care of it immediately.
Vale. La bomba parece muy... Uy, 8 TP. Me parece muy roto, lo de... Los arcabuces, eso.
It's not possible just now.
¿Oh? Anda. Vale, pues nada. No se puede cambiar entre... Bueno. No me deja... Vale, bueno, espera, ¿a dónde? Voy a ir por no. Botón que no deja. Vale, pues me quedaría esta y... Vale, sí, lo del mercader, el que me estaba robando. Me imagino. Ah, vale, sí, era donde... ¿Digo yo un cadáver? No sé si... Hostia, sin regeneración de vida y de maná. A ver, me imagino que se me está regenerando por esta cosa de combate. No parece que somos sanos. Pero, vamos, me imagino que... Uy, eso no lo juro. Iluminación aquí, ¿no? Yo la vida de ir más se me regenera porque estoy fuera de combate. Pero me imagino que sin regeneración y pillarte mago... Uf.
Lady de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished,
A ver
Kurt.
qué pasa ahora.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Vale. ¿Algo más por aquí? No, yo salía en el de ese del juego para comprarlo. Las fotos. Déjame llevarme de hecho, ¿no? Un parón que sea.
It's blocked.
Vale. Hay que pasar saltar, ¿no? Sí. Vale, el color blanco es el de... para ir. Vale. Muerte, carga, va. Vamos para allá. ¿Tiene otro barco? Un puto flip en los barcos antiguos, por cierto. Parecen muy bonitos.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Bueno.
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Sí.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Vale. Todo promete.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Yes, indeed.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
Pues vale. Eso se acerca. Almacén. Y esto me imagino que será. Vale, como este es principal, voy a hacer primero todas las secundarias. O sea, voy a dejar siempre una principal, así se supone que nunca, para no zarparse y dejarme todo esto sin ver. Y tal, pero vamos a dejar ya por aquí. Guardando. Y nada, espero que os haya gustado. Sé que no ha habido mucho, solamente un par de combates y tal. Y bueno, pero no sé. A lo mejor para el tercer capítulo, creo yo. Mañana terminaremos toda la... Bueno, mañana, el próximo día. ¿Sí? Terminaremos todos los... cositas. Todo lo relacionado con esto. O sea, con el puerto y tal, y zarparemos, creo. No sé. Y ya para el siguiente del siguiente sería... llegaremos a la isla o no sé cómo irá. O sea, a lo mejor ni salimos de puerto, sería toparda. No lo sé, no he jugado a esto ni lo he visto. No sé, me está gustando. El sistema de combate es un poco meh, pero bueno. Hay cosas peores, vamos a dejarlo ahí. Y nada, lo he dicho. Espero que os haya gustado. Y nos vemos. Chao.